it's always the perfect excuse to not do things that you have to do. Still got hair. I think it's yarn. I think it's like bits of fibre in my coffee. Yuck. I'm still gonna drink it. Okay, so here's what I've been working on lately. And this is a stationery bin based off the design that I used to make the bag. But this is, you know, what it was originally intended for, how it was originally made, based off the tutorial that I watched. With this I've done beading, which is a process that took me a while to figure out, but I got there in the end. Same with the little coin purse that I've made here. This took a long time to figure out how to make, unfortunately. I'm not that smart and it took me a while, but I'm happy to say I got there in the end. And I'm very, very pleased with the end result. Super happy with this. Everything's very tight, well, not tight, but everything's very, it's all just worked out, it's good. And I obviously did the beading, the beaded hand holdy thingy, what do you call it, like beaded strap, which I'm not sure I'm happy with, but you know, whatever. Anyway, this is a, it's intended to be a bookmark, beaded bookmark, which this is just a prototype. And here you see I've threaded the beads on previously so that I can work them into the work. I'm actually going to take you through a bit of that process now. Yeah, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so as you can see, we've chained up one, then we turn the work, and we find a bunch of beads that we're going to be using for the row, this particular row. And what we do is we start with the first bead. And obviously this bead's going to be on the other side of the work, facing away from you, so I've done 12 stitches. Just so there's sort of a border on either side of the stitches. Now we pull the bead in just like that and then single crochet it into the work. It's very uncomplicated. Unfortunately, it took me a while to figure this out because, yes, like I've said, I'm not that smart, and you know, trial and error, you play with bits and pieces, you do different stuff. And so yeah, I've just gone through and dropping stitches, doing stuff. Anyway, it's actually hot at the moment, so I kind of get frustrated, drop stitches. And I especially find when I'm using finer yarn, it catches and it's annoying, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, dropping stitches, getting frustrated. Yes. Okay, but yeah, it works out quite well. I really, really love these beads. I actually bought these at a sort of a bazaar type shop. I think my husband told me the equivalent of this shop, Deals, D-E-A-L-Z, in Alicante, is like is a sort of sister store to Poundland in the UK. So, which it is. I actually got these beads from there, and it's like, I'll actually show you later in a different tutorial. I really, really love them. The colours are so vibrant and beautiful. I especially love the pink ones. I think pink, I don't know, I think pink might be like my favourite colour. Although I know blue is my favourite colour, like pink is my happy colour, whereas blue is more like my safe colour. Bit of useless information there for you. Okay, so working along. I don't know why I filmed the entirety of this, but you know, just so that you know, just so you get a feel for it. I don't know, it's kind of pretty to watch. I love all the colours. Yeah, I decided instead of Fairy Bread, hundreds and thousands inspired theme, it was more like a Rainbow Bright inspired theme, because I've been watching that lately. and I used to watch it when I was little, and when I really look at this stuff that I'm making, it makes a lot more sense. It's very rainbow brightish. Love the show. Okay, so here we are at the end. So I've done that last bead, and then you just single crochet into that last stitch there. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of Rainbow Bright, and I don't know, I obviously I have not watched this since far out, like what? Rainbow Bright was early 80s, so I haven't watched it since the early 80s, but re-watching it, it's a lot darker than I remember it to be. Things just, I don't know, things seem a lot more sinister, you know? It almost feels like things were, I don't know, just a lot darker back in the early 80s, but we didn't realise it because we just thought it was cool, and it was cool. Obviously, the end of the show is all happy and sweetness and light, and the goodies win in the end, which is good, but yeah, just I don't know, some of it feels a little sinister. It's fun though, I love it. I love Rainbow Bright. I love all those shows. I really like Rainbow Bright, Astro Boy. There's one my husband introduced me to because I didn't watch it when I was little, but we bought I think we bought all the seasons of it, or I bought all the seasons of it for him, is Raccoons. If you ever get a chance and you're a child of the 80s and you want to revisit something wonderful, I suggest Raccoons if you haven't seen it. It's really good. Yeah, and just, other stuff like that. Okay, so yeah. Oh, here we've moved on to the next row. Now, as you can see, I've done something a little bit different with this. I'm not sure whether it was completely necessary that I did it this way, but I did, and I'm not changing it. It's kind of like a reverse half double crochet where I pull the yarn to the front of the hook instead of going around behind it, and then single crocheting into, make sure the bead is pulled to the front of the work, obviously, because you want them all on the same side. So yeah, it's just kind of like a reverse half double crochet. At least that's how I see it. I don't know. Oh, it's so nice watching this with pretty colours. So yes, looking good. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to do this. But thankfully I didn't stay up till 3 in the morning again last night, which is what I did the night before, which I really hate doing. But I did that because I was doing my 100 days of string pulling painting, which I'm not sure whether I regret beginning that now or not, but I've started and now I have to keep doing it. And hey, I might become really good at it, who knows. But yes, I stayed up the night before last, just continuously messing up these string pull paintings. I don't think any of them really turned out the way I wanted them to, but whatever. Again, I sort of got there to some extent in the end, and it worked out kind of okay, I suppose. The one yesterday worked out a little better. I'm still not good with the consistency of the paint because I'm using watercolor. I think you meant to use acrylics, but I don't know. Maybe you just meant to use whatever you want. Who knows? So yeah, I'm still working out the consistency. Maybe this is good for me. Maybe just working out this process, I'll become good at it. Maybe I'm just rambling it now. I don't know. So yeah, now what am I doing here? Oh yes, okay, so I've done that last stitch of the row, and there you can see it's all nicey. Now, chaining up one and turning the work. Moving on to the third row, we're going to just be doing, it's the same as we did for the first row, so put one single crochet in to the first stitch, and then single crocheting the bead so that it faces the correct side of the work. Yeah, so just going all the way along there, doing that. Yes, I think once again I've filmed the entirety of this row. Probably didn't need to, but that's okay. Yeah, so it's just as simple as that. I will be doing, as I think I will mention later in bit that I film next. I will be doing tutorials for all of these things. The stationery basket, the coin purse, and the bookmark. I don't know, it just feels like I'm obsessively coming up with new things to, you know, make tutorials on, which is good. I mean, that's right, that's what I need to do, right? Now having a channel, a crochet channel. Yeah, I've probably been neglecting crochet a little bit lately. I should focus a little more on it. After all, that is what the channel is about, mainly. But I still want to do reading. I don't think it's going to be reading and drinking anymore. It's probably going to be reading and drinking coffee. Probably do it in the mornings. What else have I been doing? There will be going out for dinner vlogs at some point with my husband. You know, just take you around to some fabulous restaurants around the city and stuff like that. Yeah, and I'll be doing everything else I've been. Oh, hey, kitty. I'll be doing everything else I've been doing. But yeah, I want to focus on crochet a lot more because, I don't know, it's my thing. Alright, so here we are, getting to the end. There is this last bead of this row. Alrighty, I'm putting the final stitch in. Just like that. Alrighty, there we go, there we have it. Looking good. Nice. And here's all 5 rows completed. 5 rows of the beading. Gosh, that looks so pretty. I'm obsessed with this. I want to make a bag like all beaded, just like that. I love beaded things. Alright, that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it's not long enough to be a bookmark, but just a prototype. Got a hair in my coffee. Hi everyone. So I just showed you what I've been up to with my Rainbow Bright inspired stationery bin and coin purse and bookmark. Obviously these are prototypes, although I love them so much. Like I said before, it reminds me of Hundreds and Thousands, fairy bread from when I was little. I might take this bit off because I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, it's pretty. It's really pretty, I really love it. These stationery bins, I think they're just, like, I love these. I will do separate tutorials for each of them, I think, and just go through the beading and the process that I do. I might have showed a little bit of that, but yeah, I'll do them each individually. I just think these little stationery bins are excellent, like really good. Good for, like, you know, presents and stuff. My husband's birthday's coming up, but I probably won't make him one of these. What I am going to make him, however, is one of his presents. It's a surprise. We went to a yarn shop and picked out some yarn that he likes, colours that he likes, and I'm going to crochet him a sweater. It's going to be a simple sweater, but I've only got 3 balls at the moment. I'm going to need a lot more. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be, I got a Tunisian crochet hook, so I'm really excited to start using that and incorporating it into tutorials and stuff. Okay, so I was making a jumper for my husband a while ago, but I had to keep going back and getting more because, you know, he's big and I need to, you know, use a lot of yarn. But they actually ran out of the yarn that I was using, so I couldn't keep making it. Which was really frustrating because honestly I'd taken it apart and you know, just trial and error and stuff. I'd done it so many times and then just... So I'm going to be taking it apart again. But anyway, this was really nice. This was with a hood. The new one's not going to have a hood. He's not going to be allowed to watch this video, obviously, because I don't want him to know. So I'm going to take this apart again. What I am going to do with this is I'm going to, obviously just using the amount of yarn that I've got, make a small one, and I'm going to do the hood again and use the Tunisian crochet hook to do this part, which I've never done before, but I'm looking forward to doing that. It will be top down, so, you know, sort of based off the same principle, but it won't have the raglan seam. Anyway, that's just what I've been up to. Just wanted to check in quickly and mention all that. Crochet. It's unfortunately it's too much fun if you love it, which I do. And it's always the perfect excuse to not do things that you have to do. Still got hair. I think it's yarn. I think it's like bits of fibre in my coffee. Yuck. I'm still gonna drink it. Yeah, it's heaps procrastinating, but I mean, I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm making progress in what I love to do. Anyway, so if you've watched this, thanks for watching. Just wanted to check in and give you updates on what I've been doing. I'll check in with myself. I'm not sure that many people watch my videos at the moment, but that's okay. Yes, so not sure. I think next I will be doing the husband jumper crochet